Hello, my name's Michael Conneely, and this video is all about Mars in the Vedic sign of Cancer in November 24, causing weakness, irritability and fighting in relationships. This is the third video so far on November Astrology, energies and healing, and it, like the other two, it has an accompanying blog post, so you can read all about it as well. So this video is about the very difficult side of the energies of Mars transiting in Cancer, as well as Gemini before and after that, which we need to know about and heal inside ourselves and in our relationship. And these difficult energies run until the 7th of June. Yes, the 7th of June. So it's actually a bit of a warning. You see, Mars is not a nice state when he transits through Vedic Gemini and Cancer. With Mars in Cancer in November and with retrograde Mars, we then have to develop awareness of our triggers, of our reactions, and we have to learn to end our negative reactive Mars anger patterns and irritability patterns that so harm us and our relationships. They harm us, they harm our relationship. So this difficult and damaging Mars energy is in force from when Mars entered Vedic Gemini on the 26th of August and then transits into Vedic Cancer on the 20th of October, and now we're in November. It's not going to be easy until Mars leaves Cancer and after a retrograde enters Vedic Leo on June the 7th. Yes, June the 7th. Read all about it below. An additional factor to note is that Mars is actually further debilitated in this month of November, while Sun transits Vedic Libra from the 1st to the 16th of November. You see, Sun in Libra is debilitated. It's the Sun's worst sign for the expression of his true spiritual nature, to be the charioteer of the chariot in our life, to choose the direction, to hold the reins of the horses. That's what the Sun is all about. And of course he's weak when he's in Libra. He's fearful, he's pessimistic, he's codependent, and he fails to support Mars, weakened Mars at this time, in his warrior expression, his spiritual warrior expression. Debilitated Sun in Libra fails to support us strongly in our goals and expression and in managing irritable Mars energies. And we can get really quite pessimistic. We feel, oh, I'm being so weak now. So this is good to hear about and good to do something about. You know, do spiritual, magical work to strengthen our expression and connection with the divine energies of our planets, in this case, Sun and Mars. So Mars in Gemini makes the Mercury communication process aggressive. Mars in Gemini. And it can be nasty, and it can ruin relationships and love. But now Mars has moved into Cancer. He'll go back into Gemini in a bit, wait for the timetable. But Mars is debilitated in the sign of Vedic Cancer. So this means you'll really have to make a big effort to make your needed contact with Mars and the proper expression of Mars in your life and become the warrior you in a spiritual way when that is needed. When Mars is in Cancer, Mars nature is a bit drowned. Cancer's a water sign and needs to be rescued and propped up. Mars in Cancer lacks courage, and this is at the same time as Sun's weakness in Vedic Libra. So here's the timetable. As I said, Mars is not in a nice state from when he entered Vedic Gemini on the 26th of August. And it doesn't solve until Mars finally enters Leo on the 7th of June. So the detail is Mars entered Gemini on the 26th of August. Mars entered Cancer on the 20th of October. Mars turns retrograde at 11 Cancer next month on the 7th of December. Then retrograde Mars re-enters Gemini again on the 21st of January. Then Mars turns direct at 22 Gemini on the 24th of February. And the nasty Mars energy all ends when Mars finally leaves Cancer and enters Leo on the 7th of June. So we cannot just tolerate weak, messy, argumentative, oversensitive Mars energies and Mars irritable communications till the 7th of June. We have to develop awareness, we have to grow in our management of the weak prevailing Mars energies. Forewarned is forearmed. Ideally, at this time, a couple can create loving agreement to cut the fighting that Mars in Gemini and then Mars in Cancer can create. Ideally, we're forewarned to develop our proper assertion and energy and expression, even though Mars is in Gemini and Cancer. So you can get a reading from me which will encompass your Western and Vedic natal astrology and also your predictive year ahead, but will include a special mention on your Mars energies in your life, in your Vedic chart, in your Western chart. Just an example, you do need both. So in my Vedic chart, I have Mars in Scorpio, and my first tutor said, "Oh, Mars is your strongest planet. He's wonderful. He's in the sign he rules." But, really wonderful guy. But what he didn't know is that I have Chiron conjunct my Mars. So, you do need Western and Vedic. So, yes, get a reading from me, natal and predictive, accompanying the Mars energies in your life. So you go to my Star Wheel Astrology website to book that, but also see the healings offered worldwide by my wife Maggie Pashley at www.maggiepashley.com. And see my worldwide dating site for those on a spiritual pathway who are seeking love. Go to lovestardating.com if that applies to you. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel to get my videos. Do subscribe to my Star Wheel Astrology blog to get my blog posts. And do join our Facebook page, Star Wheel Astrology. So I hope this information will help each of us avoid our weaknesses and negativities in the expression of the Mars side of us. So that despite Mars energies being messy and irritable or weak, we can connect with the divine energy of Mars, which is that of, the spiritual warrior. Thank you.